WLM2, White Lives Matter 2. June 19, 2020 by Anna von Reitz. So now we got the catchy slogan line, here's the fact. All lives matter, and police brutality of all kinds and all levels, has to stop. Permanently. And not just for the sake of the victims. For the sake of all these clueless law enforcement officers, too. What I am about to show you is profoundly disturbing, one of 5 of the worst abuses of police power I have ever seen. This is not for the faint-hearted. What you are going to see is a man who was summoned to show up at a federal court appearance for a municipal citizen named after him, and he decided not to go. He moved to a different state instead, and a group of U.S. Marshals and LEOs of other stripe decided that he was fleeing from their jurisdiction, when in fact he was never legitimately in their jurisdiction in the first place, and therefore not subject to their court. Or its summons. Or its arrest warrants. Now, we understand that there is no true federal court and hasn't been since 1860. We understand that the territorial and municipal courts that remain are just faking it to make it. They don't have the authority to issue actual judicial warrants, and so they issue disguised impoundment warrants as arrest warrants instead. Their actual job is to salvage and impound special purpose vehicles, and they conveniently mistake men and women as SPVs. Must have bad eyesight and a helluva imagination. The problem is that the corporations who hire these men don't educate them properly, don't admit the actual circumstance, don't tell them that they are just private security agents, Pinkertons, without any actual public office related to us at all. As a result, these men go out and make all sorts of wrong assumptions and do all sorts of crazy things. Like this. www.bitchute.com/video/a2djv8nnw3cs/ Realize that these people are on your payroll and are dumb enough to do this to you and to other law-abiding harmless people, when they don't actually even have the right or authority to address you. They are standing on your land. They are your employees. Don't you think it is about time that you woke up and told them what to do and how to act? And put a stop to things like this happening in America? To anyone, black or white? Remember, this man isn't accused of any actual crime. And he has no reason to flee or evade something that has nothing to do with him, either. This horrific incident is all on the heads of the U.S. Marshals who committed this crime and on the sheriff's deputy who didn't stop it. These men are 100% commercially and personally liable for committing this crime, but because the victim is white, this will all get shoved under the rug. Bill Barr, the U.S. Attorney General, who is ultimately responsible for the U.S. Marshals Service, won't hear a word about it, won't take action to correct it, until you all get a hair up your rumps and write him a letter demanding to know WTH. We're Americans. We're not dual federal citizens now and never have been. We have declared our birthright political status and we are fed up to the gills, sick of being misaddressed and attacked as if your employers were the enemy. If we, your employers, the people who ultimately pay your salaries, are the enemy, then none of you are getting a paycheck for the next 1,000 years and you can all take your pink slips and go home, not eligible for rehire or retirement benefits. Mr. Barr, it's high time you gave your U.S. Marshals proper instructions, paid for this man's damages, and made sure that nothing like this ever happens again to any American. Ever. For those of you, people of all colors who are as angry as I am about this misdirection of our employees and abuse of Americans, here's the address to write to. The Honorable William P. Barr in care of, U.S. Department of Justice 950 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. 20530-0001. P.S. We are hiring constitutional lawyers to go after these LEOs and educate them the hard way. If you are sick of being limited to being a bar attorney and sick of licking their cloven hooves, come on home. If you want to put your money to work, slap a note on your check or enclose with your donation to Anna Maria Riesinger C.O. Box 520994 Big Lake, Alaska, 99652. Or do the same via PayPal, ivanovan@gmail.com. Just write Brad on it, and I'll know where it goes.